What lies beneath Gaza's largest hospital, Al-Shifa, has been an open secret for years among ordinary residents of the territory, and a cause for contention in the public discourse surrounding the Israel-Hamas war.
We should be able to have a nuanced conversation about this.
Do you denounce terrorism like that? Do you denounce Hamas?
I'm not going to engage.
It's a simple
These
question,
are
of course.
false, fabricated allegations.
The burden of proof is in this case on Israel, and it has not been provided.
I would say
but
that
even
if I should choose today between being in hell and being in Shifa, I would choose hell.
This war is being fought on social media and in the mainstream press through propaganda from both sides.
Civilians and hospitals as shields.
Israel's approach is to film senior military personnel on the ground in Gaza, like this video inside Al-Shifa Hospital.
As you can see from the sign behind me, and as you can clearly see from the building, we are going to do a one-shot video.
Israel's claim Hamas is using civilians as human shields, forbidden under the Geneva Conventions and considered a war crime, were met with scepticism by various media outlets. Above ground, you have an overrun hospital, heaving with grievous injuries and premature babies. Underneath, there is a military nerve centre.
We're now, as you can see, in an MRI room. I'll show you what our troops exposed just minutes ago.
كل شغلة الإسعاف إذا هي عيادات مستشفى
استغلوها لهم
بيستغلوها عشان إيش؟
عشان انتوا بتكسبوهمش.
Israel released taped phone calls claiming Hamas is hoarding fuel from Al-Shifa to run air generators for its underground tunnels. Once the White House revealed it had intelligence of its own that Hamas was using Al-Shifa to run a military campaign and probably a weapons store.
I can confirm for you that we have information that Hamas and the Palestinian Islamic Jihad use some hospitals in the Gaza Strip, including Al-Shifa, and tunnels underneath them to conceal and to support their military operations and to hold hostages.
The troops went in. It's the proof that Israel's been shouting about for decades, that Hamas quite literally and obscenely hides behind its own population while indiscriminately attacking civilians just across the border. Footage released by the IDF from the basement of Gaza's Rantisi and Al-Shifa hospital show Hamas's arsenal of concealed explosive belts, grenades, Kalashnikovs and RPG missiles. The result has been an undeniable turning point in the conflict, with IDF forces now storming Al-Shifa hospital in a raid that was predicated on operational necessities and obvious indications that terrorist activity was being directed from the area. Israelis have been waiting for this moment since the start of the conflict. It signifies a direct assault on Hamas's leadership apparatus and could potentially lead to a recovery of hostages if they're held in the vicinity, as suspected.